Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another NIKKE reaction. Today we have a song that a lot of people wanted me to get to, and this is True Entertainment. I was gonna bring back the whole way I said entertainment in my last video on the original song, but this title doesn't have the whole entertainment part, so I felt like it would be trying too hard a little bit, so I'm not gonna really do that. But a lot of people did want me to hear what this song is, so I re-listened to the original just to see if there's any similarities between the two. I don't know if it's gonna be something completely different, given that, without saying any spoilers, we know that Mustang's a little bit different in this part of the side story, so it's like, okay, so, you know, there's something there, right? But that also means it'll be a fun time listening to the song and seeing if there is any similarities or complete differences. And I guess without further ado, let's go. Yep. That's like the same bass line. Not exactly the same. And there's the bass. As funky as ever. But yeah, this is a little bit different. Different notes, different key maybe, but the same pattern. I mean, it's still as funky as always. It's fun. That's different. I'm really liking the like vocal chopping going on here. That's really cool. And that like the synth that's in there is very different. Tonally, it's completely different. It's just a fun listen. Kind of makes me wonder if this voice might be Cosmo himself. I don't think I've ever heard Cosmo's voice. But that would be funny. Could very well just be random vocals too. It's like this synth. It's like, sounds like car skids. A little bit of scratching, DJ style. Well, this is gonna be fun. I'll at least be able to show you guys the differences between, like, especially the main theme here, the motif of the bass line. That's definitely not the same exact thing, but it's so close that it's like the best way to do these sorts of motifs when the character's not the same person they were. Having these like minute differences in just the overall tone is a really cool approach. Okay, good. I was really hoping I was gonna have a reason to utilize the hand cam. That's new. You didn't expect that, did you? So here we have the original bass line working its way from F to B flat, just step it up, right? Just leaving itself in the key, and it's doing its job. It's a really common thing to do with especially funk bass lines, is just to have it go up or down a staircase, because that's what needs to keep the rhythm together. It's a simple 4 and it just walks up and down the line. That's really all you need. So for this one, obviously we have that on the original, but then this song just does the same basic thing, same key, in the opposite direction. It's just an inversion. That's basically it. It's not anything more fancy than that. That's the core of why this song sounds like it's going down and it feels like it's sinking more, because you're literally going in the other direction. And it's doing the exact same thing. It's not all that complicated. This is one of those things with music theory where it's like, hey, you don't really have to overthink it. Don't just try to do something completely new if you don't need to, right? Like, you're doing the same character, you need to have a different tone, just invert everything. It's similar to how in The Legend of Zelda, for example, when they needed a theme for Skyward Sword, they took Zelda's Lullaby and literally played it backwards. That's the theme. They didn't think about it too hard. They were just like, we need this to be a different, like, timeline situation. We needed to show, like, something that's still pretty, but also just a little bit different, has a different energy to it. All you gotta do is flip the page upside down and play it that way. Sometimes that's all it really takes. But I think the true thing that makes this song feel that much more different, sure, the bass line does a lot of the work here, but it's the sample work here, which I did re-listen to the original version, of course, before getting into this whole section of the video, and I did not realize, or really didn't think about, the vocal lines, the chopping that's in there. It's not a lot. It's more just the solid voice lines and the, like, male vocal that's in there. I think he used the same vocal line. I was wondering if that was just him, but now I think he just took that voice line from the original and pitched it down a little bit more and used different chunks of it. I'm not so sure about the higher pitched voice. It could be very well the same voice, just, you know, pitched in the other direction, inverting it that way as well. But I'm not really sure about that one. I couldn't really hear any specific, like, syllables that made it clear which one was which. But again, this is the peak energy of we're doing enough without trying to do too much or changing too much. When you have a recipe in front of you, you're allowed to play with things. You should, by all means, experiment within the recipe of what you're trying to make. But if you completely remove yourself from the recipe and don't follow it at all, you're not going to be making the same thing anymore. So what Cosmo kind of did for this, they were like, you know what? I made a pineapple cake. That's pretty cool. What if I flipped that pineapple cake upside down? Now it's a new thing. That's pretty much all he had to do. And again, this is a very standard thing. This is in no way, no means, no how a complex situation. But what it does do brilliantly well is make the tone of a character that is now different and going through something else, living a different part of their life, that much more intense. The song going down, pulling you down like their psychosis at that time, going down further, spiraling maybe at that point. I'm not doing any spoilers here, by the way. I'm just throwing out random stuff in here. I have done this story, the side story chunk, but I'm not talking about that specifically. It's just a general opinion here of, like, if you want to have a character feel like they're going down and being weighed down by something, do that to the music. Have that reflect the character. I talk about that all the time. It's the way to do it. So something like the original Entertainment being so bright and moving up constantly, it has a lot more of this, like, funky energy to it. The horns in there, the guitar is a little bit more free. It does still have the vocals in there, but they don't feel like they've been nearly as heavily affected as they are in this version. So True Entertainment really takes that song and completely flips everything that it's doing upside down. Bright vocals? Not anymore. Now we got low vocals, except for that one little bit there. But again, that was so heavily affected that that's just part of the essence of changing things around and adding a little bit of a different flair to the overall sound. So that's about all I really have to say about this one, because it is basically just that, an inversion of the original. But this is how you do it, 100%. Cosmo fucking did it yet again. Nobody was surprised, but we're all hyped about it. So thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want me to get to something else, by all means, drop in the comments below and I will do my best as always to get to those. I am very much aware that we're about to hit an anniversary, so there's going to be more music there, and by the time I get to the next recording session, we might have some of those already, so let me know if you want me to get to a specific one that might be like a day one situation. But otherwise, if you don't want to do any of that and you just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!